So kids, moving forward to our next topic on page number 46 only, and the topic is Murarbaji's incomparable valor. So what we are going to learn in this is what first I'll read and then I'll start explaining you. Seeing Diler Khan, Murarbaji asked his troops to attack in full force and himself advanced towards Diler Khan. However, tried to obstruct him was cut to pieces. Whoever tried to obstruct him was cut into pieces. So what they're telling is, seeing in this Diler Khan, like this Diler Khan in the last paragraph, you saw that Diler Khan was just sitting idly and watching the bravery, and he was admiring our Murarbaji. And then this Diler Khan saw this Murarbaji, and the Murarbaji saw this Diler Khan. He was looking at him like this way, and basically then what happened? This Murarbaji told his troops that, come on, let us attack this Diler Khan and there's another leftover army. So that was the thing which he instructed his troops. Okay, and he himself, Murarbaji himself, and all the troops went towards Diler Khan for attacking them. However, who was coming to fight against them, fight with them, so they were killing them. So that person was getting basically killed and he was getting into pieces. So that is what they meant. The Mughal troops at the last, what they did, they surrounded Murarbaji from all the sides, and then Diler Khan shouted from there, wait, hold back, like that way. Who shouted? Diler Khan shouted from there. He was sitting upside of the elephant. He was riding the elephant, and from there he shouted, wait, hold back your swords. That is what he shouted. What he shouted? Wait, hold back your swords. So all the Mughal troops, they did not attack Murarbaji. So now let us see what Diler Khan said. The Mughal troops halted and moved back a little. Then Diler Khan addressed Murarbaji. Until now, I have not seen a swordman like you. You come over to our side. I promise you complete safety. The emperor will make you a sardar and reward you with a jagir. So this is what Diler Khan said. So Diler Khan told the Mughal troops to attack, to stop, that don't attack Murarbaji and his troops. So what did this Mughal troops do? They stood a foot back like this way. They came to Murarbaji. So they just stood a foot back and they had their swords in the hand, but they did not attack this Murarbaji. Instead they waited, and this our Diler Khan, he started to say, see Murarbaji, I have not seen such a brave soldier like you. You are so brave, you are so excellent. I have never seen a swordman like you. So he was dealing with the sword so nicely. So that is why the enemy Diler Khan praised and admired our Murarbaji. Okay. After that he is saying, you come to our side, you come to the side of Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, and I promise you, I will talk to our emperor to make you a sardar of our court and give you a jagir of one place, and look over to the place like head of, you will have your own jagir, you will be a very good sardar at our court, so you come to our side. So he gave a tempting offer to Murarbaji. Okay, so this is what this Diler Khan said, but our Murarbaji got very angry by listening to this. His eyes became very red. It means he became very angry, and Murarbaji said in written, we are the loyal servants of Shivaji Maharaj, and who wants to be the servants, or who wants to be the servants of another kings? We are the loyal servants of whom? Shivaji Maharaj. We will work only for Swaraj and our Shivaji Maharaj. So that is what Murarbaji said. Why should we come to your side? Like, why the hell should we come to your side? Yeah, we are just being happy with our Swaraj and Shivaji Maharaj. So why should we come to your side? So that is what Diler Khan, he told to Diler Khan. Okay, and who wants your emperor's jagir? And one more question is asking, who the hell wants your emperor's jagir? I don't want only your emperor's jagir. You keep the jagir with yourself. I am happy with Shivaji Maharaj and Swaraj. That was the attitude or swag, we can say, of whom? Murarbaji. Yeah, that's correct. So further, let us see what he is telling. He then moved forward in the direction of Diler Khan and again started attacking his soldiers. Diler Khan, who was seated in the howdah on the elephant's back, released an arrow which pierced Murarbaji's neck. Murarbaji fell to the ground. His followers lifted his dead body and took it back to the upper fort. Oh my god, what just happened? So what they are saying is, after this talk, our Murarbaji, he is like, this man is talking useless, I'm not going to listen to him. So he took the sword and started attacking again. He started to kill the soldiers, Mughal soldiers, again and again, and his army too. So that is what happening. By that time, this Diler Khan, who was sitting on the top of the elephant, Hauda means this thing. On elephant, he has an placing, sitting thing, you can see over here. On this elephant, if you see, there's an sitting thing in which he's sitting, and he's sitting over there, and he's placing an arrow, and he's leaving an arrow to whom? Murarbaji, and that arrow hits Murarbaji on the neck, due to which Murarbaji he fall down on the ground, and then he is dead. So his followers, means the Maratha troops, take up the body of Murarbaji, and they put the body in the, they take body very nicely to the upper fort of Purandar. What if one Murarbaji is fallen? We too are brave like him. We will fight with courage. Saying so, they began to fight again without losing heart. So they were very hurt because their leader was killed. Now only the troops are left. So they are like, what happened? Our Murarbaji gave life for the Swaraj. So we are also like Murarbaji, who will give life for the Swaraj, for guarding and defending the fort of Purandar. So that is why what happens if Murarbaji is gone, we are also like him. We will also fight for our own Swaraj, and that is why we are also brave, and so therefore we will be also fighting till our last breath. So then they did not lose their heart. Okay. Shivaji heard the news with great sorrow. He knew that he could hold each one of his forts against the Mughal army for at least more than a year, but he was unwilling to do so at the cost of his men, who would die in the attempt. Now what he is saying, what they are telling us is, Shivaji, when he understood that Murarbaji is being killed by the Mughals, he was in a great sorrow, means he was very sad, we can say. He was not at all happy because his one of the favorite Sardar soldiers is being killed by the enemy territory. Then they are saying many other forts which Shivaji had in control, that could be defended, that could be with Shivaji Maharaj. They could fight with the Mughal army for 1 year. Shivaji Maharaj could fight, but what would happen? Many soldiers would die. Many soldiers would have to sacrifice their own lives. So that was and he didn't wanted to lose his men, cost of his men, like keeping the people's life, the life of people in danger. He didn't wanted to do so. So he did not try to do such kinds of attempts. So that is what we have learned. This is how Murarbaji's incomparable valor, we have seen how he sacrificed his life for the Hindavi Swaraj, that we have learned in this paragraph. So have you understood it, kids?